Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to give you an update on tourism. Now, a record number of tourists have visited Jamaica between January and February this year. Now, Jamaica is already leading the Caribbean when it comes on to tourism, but we have set a record for ourselves. More tourists have visited Jamaica in January and February than any other 2-month period in Jamaican history. Record visitor arrivals and tourism earnings for Jamaica between January and February 2024. Now, I've said it many times. Jamaica is on a path to become the most visited tourist destination in the Caribbean. We are already voted the #1 place to visit in the Caribbean. But other countries have more tourists coming in than us. But if Jamaica continues on this path, it will have more tourists visiting it than any other Caribbean country. So we're going to go through an article that gives more information on the record visitor arrivals. Jamaica welcomed 1 million visitors and generated tourism earnings of US $1 billion between January and February 2024. This, according to Tourism Minister Honorable Edmund Bartlett, is a record that has never happened in the history of Jamaica. So the good news is that Jamaica's trajectory continues even against odds, Mr. Bartlett added. He was speaking during Thursday's press briefing at the Jamaica Tourist Board in New Kingston for the Caribbean Hotel and Tourism Association Caribbean Travel Marketplace. Mr. Bartlett said that the arrivals for the period included more than 600,000 stopover visitors and more than 300,000 cruise passengers. This is a 7% increase in the case of stopover visitors for the year, and a whopping 29% increase for cruise. But the big news for us is that our earnings at $1 billion are up 8.8% over last year, he outlined. Minister Bartlett pointed out that the current trajectory augurs well for the ministry's projections that Jamaica will achieve 5 million visitors and earn US $5 billion by 2025. Last year, Jamaica welcomed more than 4 million visitors and earned 4.2 million US. That should be 4.2 billion US. So that's the end of the update article. Now, there is no stopping tourism in Jamaica. We have to give credit to the minister. He put together the plan and he executed it. And we have to say, job well done. The government, everybody involved, the improving of the infrastructure, it's coming into place nicely. And as I said earlier, it's just a matter of time before Jamaica doubles that 5 million to 10 million. There's no stopping the tourism product in Jamaica. There's just one thing that's slowing it down, and that is the flights coming into Jamaica. Now, can you imagine if we still had Air Jamaica flying? That would bring in 5 flights a day from Miami or 5 flights a day from New York. Can you imagine if Air Jamaica was still flying with those massive planes out of all the major gateways in the world coming to Jamaica? I think we would have passed 10 million visitors this year if Air Jamaica was still flying. That is what is holding Jamaica back. The hotels are here. More hotels are being built. Every month you hear about $1 billion US investment in hotels in Jamaica. The government is improving the infrastructure. We need more flights. Now let's look at the Dominican Republic. They have the most tourists visiting them every year. They have more than Jamaica. Probably double the amount that Jamaica has. But they have 3 international airports. that are among the top in the Caribbean. If Jamaica had another international airport on the north coast, we would have more flights coming into Jamaica every day. And that would bring more tourists because the people want to come. When Jamaica had a record 1 million tourists coming in for the Christmas tourist season, do you know how many more flights were added? How many more flights were added over the Christmas period? And the tourists came. If we had more flights coming into Jamaica, we would have far more tourists coming. And we need another international airport on the north coast. The Ian Fleming International Airport, the runway is too small to land the big planes. When you have 40,000 flights a year coming into the Sangster International Airport, you have about 200, if so much, coming into the Ian Fleming International Airport. Now, can you imagine if we had another airport on the north coast that could bring in another 40,000 flights? Because the people want to come. The airlines will put on the flights. We would double the amount of tourists coming into Jamaica. But nonetheless, Jamaica is on the correct trajectory. The minister is doing an excellent job. Everything is coming into place. And we will get there. Maybe it's going to take longer than it should because we could move there a lot faster with more flights and another airport. But we will get there. There is no stopping the tourism product in Jamaica. Alright guys, thanks for taking the tour with us today. Leave your comments in the section below. Let us know what you think. Alright guys, have a good day.